The NATO Parliamentary Assembly is a week from today, and downtown Dayton is seeing a lot of changes.
City leaders held a conference today revealing more on how the city will be impacted. 2 News reporter Evan Bales is live in our newsroom after hearing from city officials. Evan, what can residents expect next week?
Brooke, Jack, barricades, street closures, and restricted areas will be the norm next week when the NATO Assembly begins. At today's conference, city officials said they are making sure everybody is ready.
NATO's coming, in case you haven't heard that.
This Monday, Dayton is starting the process of a multi-day makeover, which will shut down several blocks in the downtown area.
Our primary responsibility is to make sure that every citizen, whether they're coming here from out of town or whether they live here in the city of Dayton, that they are safe.
Those changes encompass this roughly 10 square block area, which will become the home for nearly 1,200 delegates next Wednesday. On Monday and Tuesday, a full perimeter including police, barriers, fences, and more will encompass the Nato Village. A few areas will be accessible by pedestrians, and each color on this map represents a different walkway and the closest public parking lot.
We understand we're impacting a large part of the downtown business area and a lot of new residential area. I would like to say that I have it all figured out, but if we miss something, just give us a little bit of patience.
Dayton police are calling on departments from all over the state, as the last time an event of this size happened was at a KKK rally in 2019.
We do not have enough people to do this ourselves. That was a one-day event. This one is 7 days.
Dayton police also say the downtown is going to take several days to get cleaned up, and roads will be the first priority.
We're going to do our absolute best to get the city opened up by then. We're hoping to get the roadways opened back up so that we can minimize the impact on individuals within that area.
If you'd like more information on the street closures, detours, and how you're specifically impacted, you can call this number on your screen. Organizers for the conference will have any answers to questions you have. Live in the newsroom, Evan Bales, 2 News.
10 days away from the NATO Parliamentary Assembly spring session. I'm Jeff Schrock in Dayton, where several blocks within the city will become a NATO village and security zone. I reached out to several businesses to see what impact they think this will have on parts of downtown.
But I think NATO itself is a good thing. It's like the Olympics. It's coming around once every 40 years, every 50 years. We'll probably never see it again. They're beautifying the city. They're making everything pretty.
Frank Gracie and his brother, Tony Gracie, own the Flying Pizza. The business has been in operation for more than 50 years. It's one of several businesses inside the NATO Village, which is only accessible to those credentialed for next week's NATO Parliamentary Assembly. Gracie says at first both agreed to stay open, but as things progressed, they've decided to close and take a vacation.
I'm a smaller place. I can swallow the fact that I have to put people off, and it's a little easier.
The city of Dayton and Dayton police continue to plan and release information on security measures and closings that will impact the downtown Dayton community. Their goal is to ensure all visiting dignitaries as well as community members are protected. Other businesses like Rabbit Hole Books tell me they're waiting on a few more security details before deciding whether they'll stay open or not.
We're trying to go forward with this with a really positive attitude, and I know my staff is really looking forward to it. We're still trying to figure out how to get security clearance for everyone, but we think it's probably going to be kind of an exciting week.
City of Dayton leaders and Dayton Police Department officials will present information and take questions on NATO Parliamentary Assembly preparations, including event and public security on Thursday. We'll have team coverage throughout NATO Parliamentary Assembly, keeping you informed on all that's happening here. You can find it all on Dayton247now.com.
Yeah, this right here is where it's being held at the corner of Main and Stewart. I'll jump down there real quick just to show you. And then I'll show you where the NATO Village is going to be at, where the highest security will be. So the event is going to be held right here with diplomats from all across the world in there speaking on situations, delegates from everywhere. It'll be held at the Roger Glass Center, which is right down the street from our house. I think we're going to get caught up in some of this stuff because I work right next door. I work in a government building right next door to where they are beginning the roadblock for the Nato Village. Now, so that's where it's at. It's going to be at Stewart and Main. So you're going to have all kinds of stuff up Main Street blocked off. That's probably going to be closed. All these will be closed. You're going to have Secret Service, FBI, DEA, all kinds of people, all kinds of police will be out here for the security of it all. It puts a big target on Dayton for terrorism. It's okay, though. They only meet every so many years. Here's some shots from inside the Roger Glass Convention Center. This is where the leaders will be speaking at on this stage here. It's home to Dayton Philharmonic right now. In the Experimental Theater. I'll show us using Google Maps where that the Nato Village is going to be set up in the Dayton area. This is the main street, 48 Main Street. I'm going to follow it down. This is where they'll be traveling to and from the convention center at Robert Glass. Okay. I'm in what they're showing as a Nato Village. The Nato Village is basically going to be in this area here in Dayton. Just a little bit over past this way, maybe just a little bit right there. This is where it starts at Patterson Boulevard. This is where they're going to start shutting things down. Patterson Boulevard all the way up to 5th Street, where I'm at now. Then probably down Perry Street. It's going to be fenced off. You can't even get in there. And the thing that's interesting about it is I work in a building in this area right here. And the fences are going to start going up right here. So I'll be able to get some footage. But they're calling it Nato Village, and hopefully Dayton is prepared for it.